Welcome to Transformative Read Session 7. For all the people who have joined us for the first time, in this Transformative Read, we'll be taking world's best self-help books and we'll be discussing concepts from those books in each and every episode. In the same line, we have been discussing key concepts from Brain Tracy's Million Dollar Habits. And this is the episode 7. Thank you all for joining in this warm evening. Let's start the session. So today what we are going to see from Brain Tracy's Million Dollar Habit, today we are going to discuss about the habits of top business people. So far we have discussed all these concepts from the same book. In the first episode we saw the universal laws, and second episode we discussed about the self concept. Third one is habit formation, and fourth one is success habits that everyone should have, and fifth episode we discussed the habits of millionaires, and sixth episode habits that get you paid more. All of you who have been attending these sessions for quite some time, have you started following these principles already in your life? Okay, I'm asking this question on purpose. Okay, let's see what we are going to do. Now, today we are going to talk about the habits of top business people, right? So, who are all on the top, whoever you have seen as the top businessmen in the world, they all have got this habit. We are going to see all those habits now. So, before seeing that, I want to know how many of you are really interested in starting a business or already running a business. Like, there will be only three or maximum four categories of people. First one is maybe a businessman already. Second one will be a small business owner with one or two employees. And third one will be the professionals. You're working 9 to 5 job, you're working for others. And fourth category are the people really want to start something but don't know what it is and still figuring it out. I hope you'll be falling under any of these four categories, right? But I can tell you, if you really want to make more money, you want to become really that millionaire, then business is the only way. Got it? Does any one of you have any other comment on this? Business is the only way where you can get or make huge amounts of money. How much ever hard work you put in your profession, there is a limitation of the amount that you could earn every month. This is not to belittle anyone who is working or doing or being a professional. Totally acceptable. If that is what you wanted to do, you just want to go to work and earn the money, whatever I'm getting, I'm satisfied with that, it's well and good. Okay, but if you have the fire that I want to become a millionaire one day, I want to become a successful businessman, then please do think about it. And also one more thing I should say, the session that I'm conducting, the Transformative Reads, this is not a normal motivation session. Okay, let us all be clear in that. This is not a motivation session where you come and sit and listen to my lecture and then get motivated, or a bits of a piece of information here and there, and then you go back to your normal life, go back to normal way of living, not taking any action, just again coming to the next session, then getting some good motivation, then thinking that, oh, I'm going to do this, do that, and then again getting back to the normal life. This is not the place for it. Not any of my sessions, not only for Transformative Reads. I am not here to motivate people. Let us be clear about it. I am here to inspire each and every one of you. Why I say inspire, as in I'm inspiring you to take action, to make the change. At least take that first step. That's why I keep on telling you, don't be a passive listener. Then you're just wasting the time. If you're going to sit through this session for 1 hour and go back and do nothing about it, it's better you have spent this whole 1 hour watching a movie or a series. You would have put a good use of time, because both are not big different. There's no big difference between these two activities. Both are entertainment. If you don't act upon, this session is also an entertainment. So if you're not serious about taking steps, better go watch the series or any of your favorite movies. You're good to go, right? But if you're serious about your life, and if you think that, yes, I really want to make change, I really want to shift my mindset, I want to taste the success, then please follow each and every information that I'm giving you and take action on it. Take action, 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 right? Got it? So after setting that particular mindset, let's move on. As I told you, you might be doing any of these things. Okay, you might have been a business person or not, a small business person or a big, already a company owner, whatever it may be. Let us set the stage now before getting into today's session. Let us all take few minutes and imagine that we have already started our dream business. I know at least most of you will be having the dream. Okay, everyone, most of them I can see. You all want to start the business, right? So now you're going to just close your eyes, and for the next few minutes, you're going to imagine that you have already started that business. You are the CEO of the company. Everyone, close your eyes. Your company has now grown to a bigger place. You're having large number of employees in your company. Your company is already making huge profits every month, and you're very successful in running the business. Your whole lifestyle has changed. You are there in your company carrying out your day-to-day activities, delegating tasks to your employees, signing agreements, conducting meetings. You're so successful now. You have already achieved your dream. Okay, now you can open your eyes. How many of you were able to really see that? Were you able to really be that person who is successful business person? If you were able to imagine, then well and good. Okay, we are going to start learning about the habits from this mindset. Okay, so you're already a business owner now. Now we are going to identify what are the habits of top businessmen. Now you're really looking forward to become the topmost businessman. So what are the habits you're able to inculcate? Let's see. You'll be able to really see that soon. So what do you think is a characteristics of a great businessman? Great qualities of a best businessman. Only when you know, then you can become one, right? So let's see. Motivation and discipline, great. Yes, they must be committed. They must persevere. There are very different thinkers. Okay, punctuality. Okay, they're very active. They are action takers. They'll be good listeners. They'll be goal oriented. Okay, consistency, patience. They will have the patience. So, what do you think about these qualities of them? These qualities are they have to be inborn. Like when they were born, these qualities were with them. Every one of the top businessmen, they were born with such qualities. They were already a businessman when they were born. No, right? Whatever the qualities that we think they have best, those qualities they have learned it in their life. They have given time. They have learned them and practiced in their life. And that is what has brought them to such a level. Got it? So you should also get that knowledge that whatever may be the qualities that I'm thinking that I'm lacking today in becoming a businessman or a businesswoman, those qualities I can also learn. I can also practice and I can also become one. Only when you have that belief, then you will start acting like that businessman or businesswoman. Now, what we think is that, okay, those top businessmen or business people, they are all somewhere else. They may be very much lucky in terms of getting some wealthy parents or good education. They must be having a very good background. They must be having wealthy parents to support them, or they are born with the inborn talent. Most of us have this thought, right? So when you have such kind of thoughts, is it making you feel empowered? Is it making you feel motivated to take that step? No, right? Because you feel that my background is not like that. My background is not very supportive. People surrounding me will not understand me, will not support me. If you have such kind of negative beliefs, then you cannot achieve whatever you're trying to do. So if you want to really achieve, the one thing that you need to fix in your mind is that anyone can become anyone they want to. The only thing is that they need to learn those qualities. That's what we are going to do now. Okay. So first thing, what is the purpose of a business? Most of us will say as profit. Everyone starts a business for a profit, but Peter Drucker says that the purpose of a business is to create and keep a customer. By creating and keeping customer, like more number of customers, you maintain your profitability. So who is the main key in a business? Customer. If you're thinking about a business, there is no business without a customer. So if you are a businessman or you're going to become a businessman, focus on your customer. Even if you're professional now, I tell you, even if you're professional now, you're working in a job, I ask you to relate these things to your own work environment as well. For you, who is the customer? Whom you need to satisfy? Whom should recognize your work? It will be your immediate manager or your boss, right? Got it? So whenever I mention the name customer, you're going to think about your own boss or the manager whom you're reporting to. So you can really take all these concepts and apply to your job. And for people in sales, naturally, the customers, companies' customers are your own customers and clients as well. So you can think about your customer. Though they are companies' customers, they are your customers too. Because you need to satisfy those customers to get your sales in. So always, whenever you're starting a business, you should always have this one in mind. What does make customer consider value? If you're a professional, think that what my manager is thinking is value. I might do hundreds of work, but what is that one work that my manager will value? What is that he is expecting me out of? The same way, if you are having a business, your customer, you might be doing a lot of things, but what exactly your customer wants? Most of us do not think from the customer point of view. We always think that, okay, I'm able able to give this service, so I'm going to give this service because I know only to do this job, so I will do this job. Someone should come there and buy my product. That will not happen. You should solve someone's problem. Only then they will come and buy your product. Only if it is appealing to the customers, clients, only then they will come and buy your product. It is just because you're having the highest quality product or the greatest, best product in the world, nobody will buy. Only if that product satisfies their need, then some person will come to buy your product. So keep this in mind. Whenever you're going to start a business or you're already running a business and the business is not doing well, just check whether you're solving the customer's problem, whether you're giving value to the customer that they want. Not because you know about something, not because you only have such and such machinery, so you're just producing the products just because you have been doing the same work for the past 10 years. Next one, the business people, they have the power of clarity. You should know what the customers will want. What are the words that the customers want to speak about you? That will give a lot of clarity about you. How much clear you are about your mission. How many of us are really clear about what business you're going to do? Still we are in the confusion mode or just contemplation mode. What should I start? When should I start? Which kind of business should I start? But the first thing itself is the clarity is what is required out of business people. Why do you want this clarity? Is that only when you have the clarity, you can move forward. That is why we all must have our vision. We should have a vision for our life, where our life is moving to. Which path are we really traveling? And what is our ultimate goal? If you're not having the vision for yourself or for your business, take this as the right moment to create a vision for yourself. You can see that all the big companies have a vision. So vision is the long-term goal that the company wishes to achieve. Sometimes or most of the times this vision seems to be unachievable. They always have a bigger vision for their company. Why? Because they want to really get motivated each and every day seeing that vision. They want to really achieve something best for their company. That's why always the visions are, sometimes it feels like it's very imaginary and it can never be achieved. That's how the visions are set. Most of the people, they will start a company and then they will lose motivation on the way. Just because they saw one or two failures here and there, they will drop the whole idea of running the business and then they move on to the other business. As has happened a lot of times, maybe in your own life or in your friends' lives or relatives' lives, you must have seen people who just start business and then fail, and with the failure, they jump to the next business. Why this is happening? This is happening because they are not having the vision for the company. They do not know where they are going. A person or a company that has a vision for themselves, they are sure to win. They will always have that consistency. Some of you told, right? A good top businessman should have the consistency. Company with a vision will have that consistency. Whatever setbacks, fallbacks come, they will stand up again and then move towards that vision, because that vision will be there as a north star and will be guiding them towards the journey. Even if they fall down, they know that, okay, my vision is still waiting for me. I should get up and move forward. Okay. So each and every one of you, my kind suggestion is that if you have a company, create a vision for your company, where your company is going to go. If you are an individual, a professional working in a job, create a vision for yourself. What is that you're moving towards in your life? Where do you want to see yourself in your life in future? Create that vision. You don't get motivated, you just lose easily just because you don't have a vision. So create a vision and put it in a place, write it in a paper and put it in a place where you could see it daily, so that will guide you through all your ups and downs. Fine. So you can write it in your notes also. You have to create a vision for yourself. And there's also this power of words. Like when you think about your customers, what are the words with which your customers want to define you or your business? For example, when your client, they are telling about your company or a business to another person, their friends or family members, how do they want to address your company or describe your company? They should say that it's a high performing company. Their products are very good quality. Their services are wonderful. Their customer service is awesome. These are the words you want them to use, right? If you're a professional, you want your manager or a boss to talk few words, some of the words about you to their colleagues or to their bosses, right? This person, he or she is very hardworking. She really puts on her full effort into this work and he or she learns things easily. So what are these kind of words that you want to hear from them? Note them down. Only when you note them, you will get to know what a person you want to become or what a company you want to create. You got it? Do you understand? So you need to define those words that your potential customers will tell to the other customers. Previously, we talked about vision. Now we are talking about the mission. So vision is something I told it will be a lot of bigger one that sometimes feels that never gonna achieve, but we'll be moving towards it. But mission is something that you're moving towards now. So what are you working towards currently and how you're achieving it? What are the methods you're employing to get that mission going? So presently, what is your life is running around or your company is going around? That is called a mission. Every one of us, just like we should have a vision, we should also have a mission. Mission will tell us what we should currently focus on. If you have a company, even if it is a small company, define all these things. You will see a change in yourself. When you have your vision, mission all ready, then you yourself will take your business very seriously. If you start to take your business seriously and consider it to be a top business, your employees will also resonate with you. So please do find your mission and write it. Next is you should find the purpose. You might be wanting to start a business, but why do you want to start this particular business? You should know your purpose in life, in that business. Only when you know the purpose will drive you. You could solve many problems for a customer, but why did you choose to solve this particular problem? That is your purpose. You told it's marketing and resale business, right? So why you're choosing this marketing or resale business? Why it is resonating with you? You should find that. Start coaching in IT field. So if you're going to go in for coaching, why you have chosen that coaching? What is the purpose? What really pushed you to take that coaching? So you should find that purpose. And then once you have found the purpose, set clear goals and objectives in your business. The goals could be long-term goals, medium-term and short-term goals as well. So you should have these goals set and you should drive your whole company towards achieving these goals. So once you have these goals in place and you clearly communicate these goals to your employees, then everyone will be clear enough to move to know where they are going. Most of the time, employees, they themselves do not know why we are doing such works. What is the purpose of doing these kind of works? How it is getting converted as a profit, or in what way this is benefiting the company or the client. The employees don't know. The companies do not communicate. That's why those companies are not the best companies. But if you want to create a best company, you want to become the top businessman, then you should have the clear goals and communicate it to them. Your employees should know what is the goal. And the third one is marketing and sales. Any company, this is very, very important. If you ask any of the company, they will say that marketing and sales are very, very important in a company, in a business. But a study showed that on an average in a company, only 11% of the time has been spent in marketing and sales activities. The remaining time, where do they spend? They spend in all these administrative works, unnecessary meetings, and non-value adding activities. Can many of you can say can really resonate with this point? Even if you're working now, you will see that in your company, most of the time will be wasted in meetings. Most of the time, we'll be sending unnecessary mails to each and every one of them. Those mails are not required, but it would have been mandated. Those kind of works which do not add value to the company would have been mandated, and people spend most of the time in such kind of non-value adding activities. But a company should spend more than that. At least 50 to 60% of its time should go in marketing and sales. That is where the business is coming in, profits are coming in, customers are coming in. But we lose track. Just because we know to do certain work, what people will do is that they will start a business. Okay, for example, in the service industry, they know they will have a consulting business or something, but they will spend most of the time in acquiring knowledge or doing some other work rather than going and meeting clients or advertising their services. They don't do any of these. They spend time on something else. You can also take audit and see that how much of your company's time is going in other activities and how much time is going into marketing and sales. If it is very less, increase it today. The more and more time you put in these activities, your company is going to benefit. Next one. This one nobody can deny, right? Customer is king. Walmart's founder, Sam Walton, he told once that our clients are our boss. Our boss can fire us anytime whenever she decides to go and purchase from our competitor. Each and every one of us should get this idea into our mind. Each and every customer, they are our boss. We're just thinking that, okay, if this client goes, okay, let me hire next client. Let me get a next client. But our clients are our boss. They dictate whether our business should go well or not. They dictate whether our business is profitable or not. We might do lots of activities, but if the customer is not satisfied, then everything goes in vain. No use of doing all those activities, hiring so much employees, training them. Nothing is going to put in use if we don't have the customer satisfaction there. So each and every business person should strive for improvement, improving their business as much as possible. Because always there will be competition in any business. If you start a business today, tomorrow there will be 10 people starting the same business in the same town, just like you. So how are you going to really differentiate yourself from this? It's through improvement. You should continuously strive for improvement. And third mindset that you need to develop is customer is always right. Don't think that, okay, this customers, they're always complaining. These customers, they're not at all satisfied. Whatever we do, they will not be satisfied. Don't think that. Because see the fourth point, customers are always selfish. See ourselves, aren't we selfish when it comes to services from the companies? We want the best product at the lowest price. And with also full customer service, whatever we ask, they should provide us just with the blink of an eye. We want everything to get done. But when the same thing happens to us in our business, then we feel frustrated. We tell that the customer is so complaining. Customers will be selfish. They would want lots of value for the least price. You should understand the customer, and only from the customer's point of view, you should have your business ready. Next is, while running a business, always think like an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, why? What is the difference between an entrepreneur and a business person? Entrepreneur is a single person who's doing the whole business by himself. He's at the startup stage. But if you see, entrepreneurs will be very fast and they will be ready to be flexible as well when it comes to meeting the customer needs. But if you take bigger companies, they will be telling like, no madam, no sir, we have so and so rules, we cannot go out of rules. And maybe there will be lots of decisions that they need to make. Then they will tell that, oh, for all these things to be sorted out, there will be lots of approvals that we need to get, or something new is coming, some new innovation is coming. To implement that, they'll be very slow in implementing it. So even if you grow in your business, always consider yourself as an entrepreneur and come from that spirit. You should be fast in acquiring the customers and flexible. So always have this mindset with you wherever you go. So these are the main habits for the business success. So first thing what you're going to do is plan thoroughly. Whatever you're going to do for the business, you should have your plan ready already. A proper prior planning will prevent poor performance. If you spend 20% of your time in planning, then 80% of your work will be saved. Most of the time, just because we lack planning, we fail in execution as well. So always before starting any task, please do plan thoroughly. What are the things required? Even a small minute details, everything you plan out thoroughly. And next, get organized before getting started. After planning what you should do, you should get all the people. What are the resources I need? Everything you should get organized. In military, what they say is that amateurs, they go look out for tactics, but professionals, they study logistics, is what they're saying in military. Amateurs only think about the tactics, in what all ways I can outsmart the enemies. But the professionals, they will think like, what is the thing required to go there? They will think about the logistics. So that's the same for the business as well. After planning, you should get everything organized. You should get all the resources ready before you're going to execute. And then find the right people. 95% of the success of a company depends on its people. Only if you have the right people in your company is going to get the right success. The first company, the topmost company, right? They will have the topmost employees. You can see Google, for example. They are having topmost people inside their company, and still they are being the topmost company as well. You can see both are equally correlated. If you see the second most, will have second best employees, and third and fourth most companies all have mediocre type of employees. So choose the people that you want to board on your company or you want to work with. Next one is you should delegate wisely. After hiring also, sometimes people do not know what kind of work they want to give to their employees. Lots of people, they start their business, then after some time the business grows, now they hire a people, but they do not know how to delegate works. They will have the full control in their hand. They will not be willing to part with that control to the employees. Have you seen lots of such business owners who doesn't want to give responsibilities to the employees? They will not trust the employees. They will not trust that the employee can do the best work. They always think that I should have the full control in me. I should do all the job. Even if the employee does the job, they will be always micromanaging whether they have done it right or not. But you should not waste time on that. That's why the next point, inspect what you expect. You should create systems so that you can really get to know what your employees are doing. Okay. The points that I'm discussing, if you're not having a big company, maybe it will not be relevant. I can understand. Most of these points will be appearing that they are not at all relevant to you at this stage. That's why I asked you to do that visualization. Don't think that this can never be relevant to me. You never know. You never know at what point in life you will reach that point. Okay. So don't think that this is not relevant to me now. Okay, let me just zone out. Just be in that zone. Think like what the millennials think. Think how the business people are thinking and how they are doing all these tasks right. If you start thinking like a top businessman, you will definitely become one in future. There's no escape from this. So give your full concentration here. And next is measure what gets done. Whatever work which is being done, measure it. Most of us, we just do work. We create a marketing campaign and then the campaign goes. We do not know what we exactly got out of that campaign. Did it really turn out to be sale? Did people really turn to our ads? We never go to measure those success. We just, again, next month, the same marketing campaign will go on without even measuring whether the previous one has worked out or not. So measure what gets done. Even if you are an employee today, whatever work you're doing today, measure it. In what way it gets converted into a result. Yesterday, I did so and so work. This has yielded so and so results. So these works, they did not give me any results. So I should do less of them. These works have given more results. So I should do more of them. Only when you measure your activity, you will be able to adjust all these things in your work and also in your business. Next, seventh one is keep people informed. I've talked about this before also. Whatever success that your company is seeing, or whatever phases your company is undergoing, please keep the people informed, because study shows that employees get motivated when they get to know that their company is performing better, making profits. This itself will motivate an employee better. You don't have to give them raise. You don't have to give them promotion. Just inform them that our company is doing well, we are doing well. So they will feel secure. They will feel that, okay, if company is doing well, I also have a good future in this company. So keep people informed. Don't keep it to yourself. And these are some of the last thoughts. Always have this in your mind. No one is better than you. Now, whoever you're seeing at the top, they are no way better than you. Just that they have habits and they're practicing it. This is what differentiating normal people from successful people. Successful people, they have good habits. This whole book is about habits, right? They have those habits and they practice them. If they do it, they go there. Some people will have the knowledge about those habits but never practice them. Then they will stay in the same place. Some people don't even care about those habits. No hope about them. So always keep this in mind. You are as smart as those people in the top. Just when you act on these habits and practice them and maintain that consistency, you're sure to reach there. Thank you so much for everyone who were today and made this session very, very special. Okay. Meet you in the session 8 next month. Until then, it's goodbye from Indumati.